Atlanta United Fan TV, here with Mark, 1-1 draw. I mean, not the performance that we wanted, not the result that we wanted.
Definitely not the performance. It starts there. 30 minutes in, there's no shots from Atlanta. At halftime, there's no shots on target from Atlanta. Like, I would have to go back and look up the stats as when the last time that's happened, if that's happened in Atlanta's history. I mean, this team's all about attack, and this game was not it. I mean, obviously the second half got better. Started on a terrible note, though, like just letting Philadelphia build up. I mean, I think credit to Philadelphia, honestly, because I think that was all part of the plan for them to be compact and not allow too many chances from Atlanta, and then take their chances when they presented themselves. And I think that when you're expecting, like when you've had a short history with a team, and like typically every time you've played them, they've been attacking and scored multiple goals against you. Yeah. And then this version of that team doesn't seem to be that. Then maybe if you're Philadelphia, maybe you're thinking, I think we can go after these guys. And I think that's why they scored, especially out of halftime. They said, look, let's just get get a goal. I think we can do it. Like these guys aren't offering too much the other way, which we didn't. So
that's true. It's very true. Yeah, I mean, they came out at the half and really looked like they wanted it, and they wanted this match. But I think, should we give some credit to De Boer for bringing on Barco? It's an instant impact.
Yeah, bringing on Barco and bringing on Shea. And I mean, like, that was my biggest problem with the setup, was the left side. Like, what was it, essentially? And I was like, when I saw the lineup, what I tweeted was, this has to be a 4-3-3 with, like, Perez on the left and Garessel at right back.
Tweet. And
I was like,
I was very hesitant to really.
You were hesitant to what?
Yeah, I was really hesitant to really respond to yours, because I knew it was probably not going to be that.
Right.
It was going to be a three-man in the back, and then it really seemed like it was left wing back optional. Really,
like that's what it was. Like I was curious to see who would take the ball on the left, since like. And sometimes it was Remedi. Yeah. One time it was Perez. Usually it was PD, like if he could like drop into the left wing back role. Right. None of that is ideal though. Yeah. And it's like, this is like if you want players to get comfortable in the system, you first have to get them playing them closest to their comfortable position. It's just, it doesn't, like, I don't like forcing players into certain spots to make a formation work. To me, that's working backwards. Yeah. Doesn't make sense. Like, where are players most comfortable? Like, why not play with the natural left back? The other thing I have, the big pet peeve I have, is some of the prevailing wisdom on Twitter, if you want to say, was that we were changing to the diamond to match Philadelphia. Mm-hmm. My thing is, why? Why are we adjusting to another team who's worse than us, and we're at home? Like,
it's I think it's because we were outnumbered in midfield, so that is at least the mindset. But whether it actually is going to work or should work is a whole different other thing.
That's my thing, though, is that, okay, if you don't have the numbers in the midfield, but you make up for it with your wide play or your forwards, or like, let's say you play Lorenowitz and have him step into the midfield. I thought that was something we might see. I was actually kind of surprised to see Parkhurst in the lineup, but okay. And then you end up like subbing Parkhurst out because you need width on the left. So to go back to answer your question, to give him credit, I think he was correcting mistakes in the starting lineup. So even then, it's like only so much credit.
Yeah, fair. So with the international break coming up, do you have higher hopes for us to be able to get out of this rut and to be able to train within his system so that, we don't see performances that are flat like this in the future?
Yeah, rest and training, I think, is ultimately our way out here. I mean, one of the teams that was referenced in terms of who made the 3-4-3 work is Chelsea. And while I don't think the 3-4-3 is here to stay or what have you, one of the reasons why that works for Chelsea is because they didn't have that many matches, and they went on a 13-game winning streak in the first half of the season when their schedule was still pretty light. So yes, I am hopeful. I mean, we only have 2 matches between now and April 13th or something like that. So like close to a month, a lot of time to rest, a lot of time spending time in training. And so yes, I am hopeful. But then now I think the pressure is on the board. Like, he has to deliver. I think. Say what you will about how the fan base has reacted, I think overall the reaction has been pretty patient. Mm-hmm. And I think even today it's like, okay, all right, like things didn't go so well. We have 2 points in 3 matches, okay. Right. But there's time to turn this around, so it's up to De Boer now.